Yeah, family. Back in the building with another video. And I'm so excited to be talking about this big ghetto mess that we are about to break down. Now, some of you brothers out there love getting with certain women that's going to make your life a living hell. And let's be real, some of the ladies love choosing fellas that's going to get on their last damn nerves, that's going to do nothing but drive them crazy. But this particular TikTok love story that we are about to break down is so messy that it involves everything that we talk about. Literally everything. Manosphere talking points, dating coaches talking points, why passport bros exist, modern women talking about how men ain't crap. It involves everything. And when I saw this video, you know what I said. I have to be able to bring this to the family's attention. So we about to get into this thing, break it down. Now, some of you may have already seen the video and you want to jump to conclusions that this is all her fault. Now, some of the ladies who be watching the channel, even though this is a man's channel, I'll be seeing what y'all out here doing. Y'all might be saying that's all his fault. I'm here to tell you right now, everybody involved in this situation is at fault. Now, without further ado, let's get into watching this messy ass situation.
Open it, Shinny. What's wrong? What's this? What's up, dog? What? No, what is this? What is this, Shinny? What you mean with discharge papers? Discharge paper from the hospital saying you pregnant. It's discharge. No, I ain't no. You gotta explain that shit. Putting a gun under my head. I don't give a about none of that. I don't give none of that. No, you finna talk to me.
I ain't gotta talk.
You finna talk to me. I put my gun under my paper saying you pregnant. We wasn't to get what you want. It ain't mine. It's not mine. How the hell? I'm saying how the I'm gonna get pregnant by somebody? We wasn't together when it happened. But you back at my house. You back living in my house. And you got
Now hold on. We got to break this thing down logically. In the beginning of the video, it started off over a situation of him coming to find out that she's been pregnant. And he's making it clear that he has no intentions of taking care of this baby because they were not together at the time. She basically saying, I don't give a F about anything you talking about. And she also said, because this is my mother's house. You got to listen to that carefully. I think a lot of brothers, when they heard this video, you ran with, yo, she's entitled, she's crazy. Yeah, she's bad shit. But at the end of the day, certain words got to be captured to be able to tell the full story. But later, as they're arguing, he comes to her. He says, I don't care. We wasn't together. Now we're back together. I have no intention of taking care of this kid. You up in my house. So the question is, whose freaking house is it?
I'm gonna tell your ass. All you do is jump up and leave. I tried to tell you last time.
It's not mine. So I'm saying it's not my baby though.
It's not.
So what you talking about? That's the problem. I know it ain't mine. So I did the math. I did the math. I did the math. It ain't mine. Okay, that's what I said. So what you so
what? It's not. But you gonna take care of it.
You got me for? Who's taking care of it? Who's taking care of it? You got me.
I guarantee you gonna take care of it.
I guarantee you.
I've been dealing with your for 8 years, man. You do what you want to do.
But I ain't never had no baby on you though.
Hold on. I'm telling you, this is the best video TikTok that every Manosphere creator, whether you red pill, black pill, purple pill, whatever pill you taking, yo, this is the shit that we really live and die for. I'm not putting myself into that category. I'm more on the relationship side. But let me tell you this. A lot of brothers love talking about how they gonna find them a woman that will allow them to cheat because they have now made it to a certain status. Maybe they married this woman. And then as they kept progressing in life, she allowed him to go out there and fool around. Women will allow you to do certain things in a relationship to make you think that you're comfortable, you're getting away with something. And when the shit hits the fan, she is going to bring it right back up and throw it right in your face. And what she's basically telling him in this particular moment is, I put up with your stuff for 8 years of you stepping out. He comes back and says, so what? That shouldn't even matter. I never had a baby on you. So for all of these years, he been out there doing his thing, thinking that he got away with it. And she brought it right back up in a moment to where she not only stepped out on the man, whether they were together or not. You know how you break up to make up. You know how things go in relationships. Either way, she went out there and got with another man, used no protection, and then ended up getting knocked up, and then go come back and tell this dude that because she put up with all of his crap for so many years, guess what? He gonna take care of this baby when she messed up. The ghetto ass mess of the century.
So you're not finna stay at my house. You're not finna stay at my house. You're not finna stay at my house. You're not finna stay. I'm gonna put you out. That shit gonna be there. I guarantee you.
Now, fellas, we got a part 2 to this mess. It was really difficult finding all of the parts for this particular TikTok. I believe the original creator might have even taken some of the TikToks down, but that's the reason why I'm using this particular content creator to highlight part 2. Let's get it.
I guarantee you.
I'm tired of you and Cena with this bullshit. One minute y'all together, next minute y'all out. I am sick and tired of it.
Miss Carson, I don't mean no disrespect in your house, but she out of order for that. She trying to tell.
Now, you heard that. Did you hear that? He basically told mama, as mama that came out of some back room out of no damn where, talking about he don't mean no disrespect in her house. Somebody has got to answer the question. Fellas, ladies, if you're listening, let me know whose damn house is this, because I'm getting the impression that it is the mother's house. And I'm going to talk about that at the end. But notice how moms came out and said, look, I am tired of both of y'all. So they probably arguing in there like 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. She back there watching some Lifetime show. She can't do anything without hearing them just kind of go back and forth all the time. It sounds like a messy situation. Let's continue.
Tell me, she trying to tell me I'm supposed to keep a baby that ain't mine and she done had on the side. A whole baby. A whole, no, come out here and talk. Tell your mom what you did. It ain't mine.
A baby.
It ain't mine. Yeah, she got a whole baby. She got a whole baby. She got a whole, yeah. Tell her. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. Miss Carson, I'm putting my gun.
I went out.
No, it don't matter. Yeah, it don't. So what?
Like we always do.
Yeah, okay.
They don't give you the right.
What you talking about? That's it.
Now, look, she cursing at her mama, so you know she a damn tackhead. But notice how mom gets involved in the conversation. And as she's hearing the boyfriend's husband, I don't know who the hell they are at this point, you know, as she hearing the man's version of the story, she's listening, gathering information. Then she finds out that her daughter went out there and got pregnant. And from what it sounds like, it was during the breakup that they had. But like I said earlier, they probably do this breakup and makeup stuff all the time because that just happens in most relationships, especially when they're toxic. A mother goes over there to her to have a mother-daughter moment to say, hold on now, are you pregnant? She says, yes, I'm pregnant. So now the girl's talking about keeping it. And then the mother says to her, look, I don't care about what happened before, but just because y'all was stepping away from y'all relationship and y'all have a tendency to get back together does not give you the right to go out there and get pregnant.
See what I'm saying? She too dumb. She don't ever want to listen to nobody. She trying to tell me I'm about to keep it up. She trying to tell me. She trying to tell me. She trying to tell me I gotta. You telling me I gotta keep a baby? Miss Carson. Miss Carson. No, I don't know. That's old. She trying to tell me, Miss Carson, she trying to tell me that I have to take care of a baby that's not mine that she had on me. I'm not trying. Where the baby at? What the baby? Where here? It's his baby. I don't talk to him no more. So what you think? It's not mine. You got to take care of it. See what I'm saying?
As I'm watching the video, I'm listening to them, but I'm also watching his facial expressions. And I think when most black men hear that type of language talking about, I can do whatever I want, I ain't talking to him no more, alpha seed, beta need, basically giving him that type of treatment directly to his face, telling him he gonna take care of a child that's not even his. And we also know that I probably would say in the 80s, you had a big stepdaddy problem within the black community. I think that that's starting to turn around a little bit because more brothers are, not getting involved in such activities. I've never been one that's into that. But the way she just told him, guess what? You're going to be a stepdaddy and like it? Nah, black dudes ain't going for that. And that's the problem that you really do have with the entitlement and the attitude issues within certain black women. Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys. A lot of y'all fellas be meeting some of these black women, and I don't even know how y'all be meeting them. Like, I call them tag heads, I call them all types of names, but also know some good sisters out there. So, like, I don't know how you even meet women that do shit like this. And if he does that, that's on him.
You're gonna take care of it.
There's no way you raised her to be like this.
You're gonna take care of all the shit I accepted out of your no good ass.
Now, fellas, I can't find part 3 of this video. I believe that they actually have taken that down. Let me know what you guys think about the video down there in the comments. But in closing, let me just kind of summarize it all up of what I saw. When you are a breadwinner, a productive man who goes out here and puts his best foot forward in life, you get rewarded for it. And you should get rewarded for it in your relationships. When you got a woman who appreciates the things you do, meaning that you're a protector, you're a provider, you're somebody that she respects, it keeps her in that position of always kind of wanting you. But as the relationship goes on, in order to keep her wanting you, I'm talking about year 5, year 6, year 7, year 8, she has to still respect you. And in this particular video that we just saw, that woman lost respect for that man a long time ago. I don't know if it was because maybe he was kind of getting away with cheating for a while and kind of, having his cake and eating it too. And sometimes, like I said, chicks will allow you to do that shit, but don't sit up there thinking that they forget what's actually going on because they just remembering that in the back of their brain until they need to pull that memory forward, right? Now let's deal with the tackhead that's driving him crazy first. 1, this woman is a liar, meaning that she had no intentions of telling that man that she had probably stepped out on him, that she sat around there and had spicy time with somebody without using a rubber. 3, that she had sat up there and got pregnant. 4, that she knew that he was going to be there to take care of it the whole time. So all around, this woman is delusional, entitled, crazy, whatever word you want to put on it. And like she said, if she had such a problem with that dude, she should have left 8 years ago, but she chose to stay around. And the reason why she chose to stay around, let's just be honest, is the fact that nobody with self-respect probably would want this woman. I don't even know why the hell he's with her. And lastly, she's sitting up there having no respect for her mother. And a lot of times when we talk about issues like this, we got to be real. A lot of these mothers are probably afraid of these damn daughters. They really are, because women back in the day normally would talk to the younger women, but some of these younger women are just so out of pocket, so violent, so just hard to communicate with, that I think a lot of older black women, whether they're the mother, whether they're the grandmother, they just elect to not even deal with some of the young daughters out here now. I can understand the older woman who probably, like what you saw in the video right here, is probably like maybe 50, 60, something like that. She done lived her life. Want to go in the back, relax, watch her damn television show. But now she got to deal with these two up in whose house making all that damn noise. Now let's talk about his part. And this is where I think a lot of brothers are going to disagree, but I got to give you the real. Never get the idea in your head that you found some woman who's going to sit up there and let you do whatever the hell you want to do behind her back, as long as you don't bring no babies home. Del Curry probably thought about that shit, and then next thing you know, Sonya out here busting it open, looking desperate at basketball games. The shit is real. His second mistake is establishing whose freaking house that is. When he was talking to her, he was talking to her like he's the man of the house. But if you look at that video very clearly, that is not his damn house. And it's important for a man to have his own damn house. Let me explain. When I was younger, probably like, late 20s, early 30s, I was having a conversation with my father one day, and I said, Dad, why did you move out of the house? Why did you move out when you were young? So my father had moved out at the age of 18, and he said, son, the reason why I moved out is because as much as I love my mother, your grandmother, she used to get on my goddamn nerves. And I said, what do you mean? Because when he was younger, my grandfather would be asleep, and my grandmother, his mother, would be asleep, but she used to hear a lot of stuff. So what he would do was wake up in the middle of the night and try to go in the refrigerator and get some food late at night just to kind of snack when he was like a kid. And his mother, my grandmother, used to yell at him, basically telling him, boy, if you don't get your butt back in that bed, I know that's you going up in the refrigerator late at night. Your ass better not sit up there, open my refrigerator up, cursing him out and everything. So he said when he got old enough at the age of 18 and he could get his own place, he got his own place. So that way he never had to hear his mother, yelling at him, talking about get the hell out of that damn refrigerator. He asked me the same thing. Why did I decide to leave the house early? And I said to him, jokingly, I found out that women like to run around, a place naked, and they don't want to run around your parents' house naked. And, my father looked at me and said, boy, you better stop playing. I'm your dad. Don't talk to me like that. But then I also said, it's because when I was a late teenager, my mother, tried to do the single mom thing later on. And we had this house, right? And she used to have like this ADT alarm system to where every time you open up the door, it made a sound, right? And my moms would be like, where you going late at night? Who you going out there with? Asking me all of these damn annoying questions. I just wanted my own place, so I never had to hear my mom say, boy, where the hell you going late at night? Now, some of you brothers have no idea as to what I'm talking about, but my breadwinners know exactly what I mean. You got to take pride in really being a man sometimes. It's not always pretty in life, but to have your own things to where you control your own destiny is very important. But remember when I talked earlier about her respecting you? She tends to respect you when you're on the up and up. But anytime you slip and you start being comfortable thinking that you're the man of the house, but you don't pay no bills there, and she knows that you're living at her mother's house, oh, she'll let you kiss that cheek, but be looking at you side-eye every time. And they both need to get some damn help. And I'm pretty sure grandma back there just wishes that she could take her ass a nap. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.